Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a little comparison review of a couple different Proto X bumpers. These are basically 3D printed protection frames just made by people. This one is made by XYZ Limitless, and this one I believe doesn't have a company name associated with it. I think it's just some guy on eBay that's making these. The one on the left here from XYZ Limitless comes with the one frame and the Pro Sticks, which is a pretty cool little plug-and-play extension for the sticks here. You can just pull the stock sticks off of their little stub on there, and then this is the Pro Stick extension, which then you just plug in place and then plug the old thumb pad onto it, and now you've got nice extended arms, which makes it, you know, fit better in your hand. It makes it better for pinching, and it gives you more resolution, so you can be much more precise in your movements because of the longer sticks. So I've really liked that. That's a really nice little added feature to come with this version. The one on the right here comes with two frames but no sticks, and then the green here is glow in the dark, which is the reason I bought this. I like of course I like green and I like glow in the dark. It doesn't glow too well though, that if you just put it in light, it doesn't hold the light very long, but if you fly it in black light, it's really cool. And then the XYZ one has the color to match the Proto X, so it looks really cool. They actually are going to be making other colors, I believe. They contacted me. They found out I liked green, and so they're sending me a green one. It was supposed to show up today, but the mailman was empty-handed, so not really sure why he did not have that for me. But anyway, I will have a green one of these soon. And I really like this one. This is really nice and light. I like that it's branded too. It's got their brand name on it, and all this stuff with all the packaging. It came in a nice plastic sleeve. It's got brand names on it, and I'm a sucker for that. Like, it's a nice presentation. Whereas this one just came taped to a couple pieces of foam. I'm not complaining. It was still packaged well. But there's just something to say for a nice presentation. And the XYZ frame is so light. I've got just a cheap little gram scale, and this thing doesn't even register as a single gram, whereas this one registers as 2 grams. So it is quite a bit heavier. I mean, it's thick and quite durable. I mean, you can see I can't even really barely squish it, whereas this one's got quite a bit of give to it. It's flimsier, but you don't need it to be that strong. I mean, this is a really light quad as it is, so you don't really need a super durable frame, and the spring kind of helps it bounce away, whereas the extra weight on this one absolutely kills the flight time and performance. I get about 5-minute flights out of my Proto X with nothing on it, and with the XYZ bumper on it, I get 4-minute flight times, so that one took off about a minute of flight, and with this I get 3.5 minutes of flight time. So this one takes off 1.5 minutes of flight time, and it has more of an effect on its ability. Like, the yaw rate seems a little bit slower, it's a little slower to react, whereas this one doesn't seem to have any effect whatsoever on the flight characteristics. I can do funnels with this frame on there. It just takes about a minute off the flight time. So overall, I would have to recommend the XYZ one just for the lower weight and having less of an effect on performance. Otherwise, they're very similar. I mean, they both clip onto the frame, which is pretty cool. You don't have to do any sort of gluing or taping. They just clip onto a little section there in the frame that has a little opening to it, so you can kind of quickly and easily clip them on and off and install them. Let me get it out of there. So there you can see it. So it just clips on each side, nice and easy. This one has solid arms down the side, whereas the XYZ one actually has little holes taken out of it. Here, let me get it off to make it easier to see. So the XYZ has holes down it, so that actually, you know, takes part of the weight off, and it helps with the vent. I mean, as you see where the arm goes down over the edge, there's a vent in the canopy, so these holes help maintain that venting, whereas this one may block your vents a little bit and cause maybe some overheating. So, you know, again, they're both cool. This one is, I think, $9.25 after shipping for 2, and this is $12 with free shipping for 1 frame, and the Pro Sticks, which again, I think the Pro Sticks are really awesome. Makes this little default controller much more usable. So I'll have links to both in the video description. I think there's about 4 different colors of this one that you can get, so you've got to make sure to leave them a message in your PayPal purchase thing. There's a little note to seller and tell them what color you want in there. Whereas this one for now is only coming in this red color, but I do believe they're going to have other colors in the future. So check the video description for links, and you know, grab the one that you thought was cooler, and I'll go show you a couple little you know, some flight footage, bounce them off the walls a little bit and show you how they perform. So let's go check that out. Alright, this is a little flight demo of the Proto X bumpers. I'll start out with the XYZ Limitless one here. Turn the quad on, and I'll be using the stock controller with the Pro Sticks from XYZ Limitless. Alright, let's give her a flight. Kind of get it trimmed out for a second. Alright, let's try to bounce it off the washer there. No problem. And then you can see it still performs quite well with this bumper on there because it's so light it doesn't really have any effect on the performance. Oop. Now this is the one with no brand name but glows in the dark. Turn that on, turn this on. Alright, and now let's give this one a flight. And so you can hear it already it takes like 3/4 throttle just to hold a hover with this heavy. I mean, you can hear the motors just working so hard to keep it. I mean, I'm almost full throttle now. And so it's just a lot heavier, a lot more effect on the flight performance. Let's bounce it off the washer here. So, and it works pretty well as far as the bumper is concerned. Whoop. But the weight and the effect it has on flight performance is a pretty big negative. Alright, now I'm going to try something here. I've got my black lights from my younger days, so you can kind of see it glow. Hopefully this shows up on camera. Glowing really bright there. A little bit drowned out by the LEDs, but when you get right over by the light, it's pretty cool. Let's turn it off so you can really see it glow now. There it is, just glowing on its own. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, but hopefully over here you can see it. So pretty cool. I've always been a sucker for glow-in-the-dark stuff. Alright, well that's that. That is the comparison of the Proto X bumpers. And again, I've got the purchase links for both of them in the video description, so if either one of them caught your interest, make sure to go check out the links and give these guys a sale. They're working hard, just doing these out of their home, I would imagine. These are just 3D printers from a computer, so pretty cool what people can do with those these days. Alright, well thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you next time.